Why your Wuyi Rock Oolong tea does not taste as good as you'd expect. This is a common question among tea lovers, and there are really just 5 main reasons behind it. Let's go through them so you can figure out what might be going wrong. If you like our video, remember to follow us. First, the water quality might be an issue. Wuyi Rock tea is generally more robust compared to other tea types, which means it releases its flavors and aromas quickly when brewed. The tea's richness comes from its abundant internal substances, which can be easily influenced by the minerals in your water. If your water is too hard, it can throw off the balance, making the tea taste off. You might notice things like increased astringency, a scratchy feeling in your throat, reduced smoothness, or even some weird residues in your tea. So, using soft water is crucial, but it's not always easy to find in many areas. That's why many people opt for bottled water with a consistent quality, which is generally a good choice. Second, it's about controlling water temperature and steeping time. Some might think, since Wuyi Rock tea releases its flavor quickly, why not lower the water temperature to slow things down? Well, Wuyi Rock tea is a type of oolong, and oolong is known for its high fragrance. This fragrance only really comes out with boiling water, which is why people usually use it for brewing. While fragrance is key, what really matters for Wuyi Rock tea lovers is the strength, taste, and aftertaste. This is what gives the tea its character. So, high water temperature and longer steeping times are not things to avoid. In fact, they are often essential for fully appreciating the tea's qualities. Of course, if you're new to Wuyi Rock tea and find it too strong, it's perfectly fine to steep it briefly. As you get used to it, you'll find that steeping time becomes more a matter of personal preference. Third, let's talk about the amount of tea you're using. Like I mentioned earlier, Wuyi Rock tea is all about balancing flavor and fragrance. To get the most out of your tea, the amount you use is fundamental. Some people find Wuyi Rock tea a bit heavy, and drinking it on an empty stomach can lead to tea drunkenness. Traditionally, the amount of tea used was often limited due to living conditions, so it wasn't as much as what's popular now. Don't worry if your preferred amount doesn't match others, it's your choice. However, if you want to share a consistent experience with other tea drinkers, it's good to follow some common practices. For instance, when using a gaiwan, lidded bowl, which typically holds 101 to 150 milliliters, you'd use about 8 to 10 grams of tea. This gives you a controlled and enjoyable brew, making discussions about the tea more meaningful. Fourth, getting used to Wuyi Rock tea takes time. The first time you try Wuyi Rock tea, especially if it's got a strong roasted flavor, you might not like it. It could even leave you with a negative impression. But after trying it a few times, you might find yourself craving it. Beyond the aroma and taste, what really sticks with you is the experience of sipping it slowly. By taking small sips, you spread the tea across your mouth, letting the aroma fill your senses and the smooth, rich texture coat your tongue. As you explore different styles, varieties, and growing regions of Wuyi Rock tea, you'll start to appreciate its depth and complexity more and more. It's a journey that draws you in naturally. There's no need to force yourself to like a particular tea. If you've tried a tea many times and still don't enjoy it, don't hesitate to try something else. There's a wide variety of Wuyi Rock teas out there, and you're sure to find one you love. Fifth, choosing the right teaware is crucial. As I mentioned before, if you want to share a similar experience with other tea lovers, it's important to get the water temperature, steeping time, and tea quantity just right, and that includes the teaware you use. For those new to Wuyi Rock tea, using a gaiwan can be particularly helpful because it gives you better control over the steeping process. Most gaiwans are made from smooth, non-porous materials like porcelain, which won't absorb the tea's aroma or alter its taste like clay might. By controlling as many variables as possible, you get a consistent flavor profile each time, allowing you to more confidently describe the tea's aroma and taste. This helps you develop a clearer sense of what makes a tea good or not so good. Those are the 5 main points. Feel free to leave a comment,